Greetings, light workers and lovers of truth. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily oracle reading for March the 24th. And this is Tuesday. So happy Tuesday. I have done another switch so that the e-cards that we were using for our thematic representation for the day have been replaced with the soul's journey. For some reason I've been called to take that batch out because for some reason it just seems more fitting. In the days to come, as we recreate our new normal and look at the world through fresh eyes, that the soul's journey would be appropriate. Because when all else fails, well, we do know that we came here with a soul purpose, and these times have come to remind us why we are here. So that would be a better theme. So Holy Spirit, through me, ancestors, ascended masters, sacred guides, what is the theme for this Tuesday? Give us a clear and concise message that would guide us as we start a new day, a new way of being, a new limited way of physical movement, which, you know, like they say, blind people have senses. Their other senses are that much more accurate and acute because of the absence of sight. Well, right now we can resemble that because of the absence of exactly where we're going. All the other senses become more fine-tuned. The absence of the ability to flow the way we are accustomed to flowing in America and in large cities would bring into a more accurate focus other bits and pieces of our world that we have kind of let fall by the wayside. So with that said, Soul's Journey's first card and theme for Tuesday is surrender. Stop gyrating and fighting the call to be still. Let go. I can release my need to control, particularly since you don't know what you don't know. Surrender. What a beautiful Tuesday. We want to delve a little further into surrender because I love surrender. It stops me from banging my head. I don't know about you. When I don't know, and I keep going in a way that I know, surrender comes in as a strong way to remind me that it's okay not to know. And it's okay to sit still. So surrender says, you need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Powerful message for today. We have the power of internal control and very little power of the external situation and experiences. So that says to me, as Miss Tony used to say, if you're a native Baltimorean, you used to remember Miss Tony used to say, how you gonna carry it? One time. How you gonna carry it? Okay. So, you're not running nothing. You can run your mouth. We got that. But exactly how the outcomes come about in this time of, what do you want to call it? Time of shift and change and the beginning of a new way of living. What you do have control of is how you carry it. So, we lead by example. So if I'm able to stand in my truth and be happy, in spite of and because of uncertainty. Then I have an obligation to teach somebody. And a walk is always more powerful than a talk. So, what's in the toolbox is the 7 of abundance. Have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. Thank you, God. There you have it. That's a major tool right there. 7s represent spirituality, boundaries, time, and material attachments. Well, surrender said we're going to let go a whole lot of that. And spirituality would be a good place to start. Grounding in what you do know. You've been here any period of time. You've had some ups and downs. You've had some lessons. You've had some blessings. You had some ups in the middle of your downs. Some downs in the middle of your ups. And it was okay. When you stop trying to control, you just see where life was sending you next. And this is a time for just that. Where are we being called to show up? Now, you thought you knew, and maybe you did know. It depends on how you carried it. Whether you know now for sure because you're comfortable for the most part, or whether you are frazzled because you didn't take the time out to listen. Well, the world is being called to listen. Bittersweet is our current position. That is our present space. We talked about that yesterday. The joy of being at home and the recognition that my discipline isn't exactly what I want it to be. So here's a call to do something about it. Oh, happy day. I'm at home with bonbons. Oh, happy day. I'm at home with chips and dip. Okay. Get your stretches done. Do your yoga. Walk around the neighborhood. Get your exercise. Do some grounding work. Got all these wonderful creative ideas of painting a room and building a she shed and growing vegetables. Wonderful. But there's some tasks at hand that call for discipline. So, that might be the bitter part. Or it might feel like the bitter part, but it's really a sweetness in recognizing that I can and will carry on my task. The discipline I lack, I will gain by practice. Moving on to our final card in this Tuesday, March 24th, Tuesday, said that 2 times. Reading is the everyday miracle. What does the everyday miracle call us to be reminded of? We're letting go, we're making plans, we're getting the good rest, we're working on our discipline. And what would be the everyday miracle that is the result of following directions? Of being obedient. Do you need to get a better relationship with that word? I don't know. If you're like me and my relationship with obedience is not the best. We've had moments of concession, but we don't necessarily always walk hand in hand. So what's the everyday miracle we can look forward to for Tuesday? Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, talk to us of everyday miracles for this Tuesday. Make it clear and concise, please, so I don't have to ramble for it. Listening and talking at the same time is not easy. Okay. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. There it is. Clear so it can be recognized. If I let go of all those things that I had to do that really have absolutely nothing to do with me living on purpose, because that's what this time is calling for. If I rest and plan and follow the summoning of my God, good orderly direction, though things may be bittersweet for a moment, because I don't like doing things I have no clue about what I'm doing, because there's some fumbling that comes along with gaining a new skill. But it's okay, we got time to fumble. A sense of separation from God is only lack you really need to correct. A sense of separation from God is only the lack you really need to correct. Let me recognize the problem so that I can solve it. Okay. In this time of stillness, I think whatever issues begin to come up to be healed will come up clearly. You won't have to ask for clarity. It'll be real obvious where you're imbalanced and where you need to be in alignment. So that's something we all have to look forward to, can look forward to. And if you keep a good spirit about it, you can make it fun. Working on you. You know, a good friend of mine said, oh my goodness, isolation, social distancing. Does that mean I'm going to be in the house by myself with me? I thought that was hilarious. Because I'm in the house by myself with me most of the time. and it's okay. I do some running, but it's okay. So I get to go in and make it a little deeper okay, and work on my relationship with discipline and obedience. What are you working on? Even if you're doing the gardening, it's really a quiet way to ground. What you're working on will bubble right on up, come right out of the soil as an aha moment. So I look forward to that for you. Meanwhile, I roll up my sleeves and go hand in hand down the street. The obedience in one hand and discipline in the other. And we're going to be all right. Namaste. This is my message. This is what I came to tell you. For Tuesday, March 24th, be encouraged, stay inspired, keep a good thought, and find something to laugh at in the process. And as always, stay safe and be well.